This is the beginning of part 2 of the video about the CSS hierarchy in DotNetNuke. Now we know the hierarchy structure of this particular site and in general of DotNetNuke, but I want to go one step beyond that and really prove what's going on here. So here's what I've done. I have opened before each and every file of those, and I have removed any reference to the H1 tag. So I have removed any reference of those, and what I'll be doing next is I'm going to open all of them again, and I'm going to start doing small changes one after the other so we can see that change applied to the website as we go along. So let's go back to the website and click our test page here. Now I'm going to open all 6 files in a text editor, which I have all of them open here from top to bottom. And here's what I'm going to start doing. If I refresh this page, you see that my header is in black right now. Now, here's what I'm going to do. This my header here is, if I go to edit content, this is an H1 tag. It's using H1 tag. So I'm going to define it in each one of those files. And I'm going to gradually start refreshing this page and see the change taking place. So let's open the file. And at the end of my default.css, I'm going to write H1. And then I'm going to change the color to red. And I'm going to close the definition here. So I have just changed the default.css. I have saved it. And if I refresh this page, red has come. But now I'm going to do the same thing in a different color to the skin file, to the skin.css. I'm going to bring this as green, make this as green. So I have defined it. So by doing so, I'm overwriting the definition that I have just done in the default. I'm overwriting that with the skin that I have just done. And I will refresh. Now it's green. And I'll keep doing the same thing here for the other ones. Index. I'm just also gonna define it here to blue. I'm gonna save this. If I refresh, blue will come. Because again, index is overwriting the previous one. I'm gonna do the same thing in the container level. I'm gonna make this orange. I save it. Refresh. We have orange now. I'm gonna do this for the specific container. I'm going to do in black. If I refresh, it's coming in black. And the very last one, which is portal, I'm going to do that in silver. And if I save this, I will refresh, and silver will come. So again, one file is overwriting the previous one. Now I have done that just to prove the point, just to prove that one will override the next one. If you are using Firefox, there's a very good plugin that you can install in Firefox called Firebug, and I'll just collapse this, and I have it installed here. If I click on Firebug, with Firebug we can trace styles in the website, in the web page. If I go to inspect the element and if I click my header, we can see here on the right side that we have all those different files, and they are crossed because one is overwriting the next one. As you can see, default, skin, index, container, title blue, and portals. And portal is the one that is really active at this point because it's the very last one. So Firebug is very good to help you out in determining and figuring things out in terms of CSS. Another thing that I want to mention is that the portals.css file, you can actually manage this file here from admin site settings. So you don't need to go to the site files directly. You can manage from admin site settings and then under style sheet editor. This is the actual portal.css. Here's the definition that I have saved. So I'm just going to go back here to my test page. And there's one more thing that I want to mention, which is in this CSS hierarchy, there's one particular CSS that I have left out here from this structure, which will fit right in between default and skin, which is the module.css skin. And module.css skin is specific to the module that is being used. In our case here, we are just playing around with plain text, so it was not really the case. But again, for other modules, you may also see a file called module.css, which usually can be found under the let's go to the site files here. It can be found let's go to the site files under desktop modules, and again it's usually specific to the module that you're using. Some modules might be using more than one CSS. So for instance, if I go to user-defined table, I see that there's a module.css here. If I go to the events module under desktop modules, there will be also another module.css here. But not all modules will have their own CSS, but some will have, and in the hierarchy, they will be positioned right here in between the default.css and the skin.css. One last thing that I would recommend is that before doing any changes to any one of those files, make a backup just in case something goes wrong. You have a backup to go back to, even if you know a lot about CSS or if you don't know much about CSS, but always make a backup so you can revert it back if necessary. So this is basically it for now. This is all about the CSS hierarchy in .NET Nuke. I hope that this video was useful. Thank you very much, and bye for now.